Doctors say many people are feeling overwhelmed right now. We've turned the corner in the pandemic. Mask mandates are being lifted and cases are going down. But now we are dealing with the crisis in Ukraine.
Dr. Ashley Zucker is a psychiatrist with Kaiser Permanente San Bernardino, and she's here to talk about how adults and children can cope with these concerns. First, doctor, thanks for joining us, and thanks a lot for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Can you talk about the pandemic and the Russia attack on Ukraine and how it's impacting people's mental health?
Yeah, I think it's been a difficult 2 years that we've all been through, and then to add on the Ukraine crisis is just one more thing. It's also, affects everyone, whether you're local to Ukraine or you have family members there. Just those of us watching, it can be very impactful on our mental health. Just feeling very overwhelmed. It can create a lot of anxiety as well. So this is just very difficult on top of a very difficult 2 years.
And doctor, I have a 5-year-old who loves to play video games, and he sees bombs as something lighthearted. But yesterday I told my husband, don't turn on the news. What are the impacts on children, and what can we do to protect them?
Yeah, you raise some really good points. Kids know a lot more than sometimes we think that they do, and especially through things like video games and, social media and the internet. They're aware of what's happening, or they may have friends at school that are talking about it. So I do think it's important that we talk to our kids about what's happening in an age-appropriate way. Sometimes just starting the conversation with asking them what they know and what questions they might have is a good way to just start the dialogue and see kind of where they're at with things. I think there is a little bit of a disconnect sometimes, especially for younger kids, between what's a video game and what's real life. But talking to them about what's happening and how it is real, but also reminding them that they're far away, that they're safe, and that people are being impacted, and focusing on what we can do to take care of ourselves and take care of the people that are around us.
Instead of saying they're too young and they probably don't know anything about it. I like that advice there, doctor. Many people are feeling anxiety. When should you seek out a doctor if you might need some extra help coping with these feelings?
Yeah, so some warning signs that it might be time to seek treatment is if it feels like your emotions are just really out of control. Also, if it feels like they've been going on for a prolonged period of time, so especially for several weeks, that can be an indication that you need to seek help. But also if your symptoms are interfering with your daily life. So if you're having trouble, doing your daily activities, if you're noticing a very big shift in your sleeping, those can be some warning signs that it's really time to talk to a professional.
All right, Dr. Zucker, thanks a lot for being with us, and we appreciate your advice, and I'm sure the parents watching do as well. Good to see you, and you're always welcome back, too.
Thank you, doctor.
You so much.
Yeah, that was really helpful to talk about it. That kids know the difference between, games in real life, and that it's better for them to talk about it with us as parents rather than just hearing it on the playground.